From Power 102 Digital.
It is Friday, 20th December 2024. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. This is news to 6 a.m. on News Power Digital. Government reveals details relating to two investment deals entered into by the national gas company NGC, which cost the country just under $2 billion in losses in 2013 and 2023. Energy Minister Stuart Young said in 2023, NGC made losses of $1.3 billion. This was due, he said, to an investment made in 2013 into Felix Gas Park Processors Limited, which was owned at the time by Conoco, seeking to get 39% of shares at a certain value. The move cost taxpayers $3.8 billion TT, but was described as an overvalued investment. In 2023, the auditors of NGC indicated the company had to write off $1.5 billion on the accounts due to the development. It was also revealed NGC made another significant loss from the CGCL investment, where in 2015, the government at the time invested with the Japanese in a new methanol plant. Former Congress of the People leader Prakash Rambada is back at the helm as the interim leader of the party. Kurtzon had confirmed the movements yesterday, while Hope's deputy leader Louis Lee Singh has called for the United National Congress MP Rushton Paré and his four so-called dissident colleagues to join them. NTA political leader Guy Griffith, who's welcomed Ramadan back, called on the parties in the PA to stand their ground on principles and not let other parties abuse them. Ramadan, an attorney, was COP deputy leader in 2010 and was given the St. Augustine seat by the UNC to contest in the unity deal COP had with the UNC to form the People's Partnership Coalition. He was elected St. Augustine MP in 2010, and in 2011, Ramadan was elected COP leader after then leader Winston Dukuran did not contest. A failure of communication, that is how political leader of Hope Party, Timothy Hamlet-Smith, described the cabinet decision to withdraw the pensions bill. The bill will be relayed in the future. Section 4G of the bill stated, an individual shall not be eligible to receive a pension unless he has savings not exceeding $20,000. Speaking on an interview with Power Digital yesterday afternoon, the former Senate president said the indications or the indent points to the need for the government to explain the bill even before it arrived in Parliament because of its potential significance. 3 days after W. Mayor MP Lisa Morris Julian and her two children perished in a fire which gutted their home at Fanfa Street, Arima, foul play has now been ruled out. A senior fire official confirmed the investigation into the tragic incident was concluded yesterday, but explained it would take a few days for the written report to be compiled. The report is expected to be handed over to the acting chief fire officer Andy Hutchinson by late week. Morris Julian, 48, her son Josiah, 6, and daughter Zion, 25, died as a result of smoke inhalation, and autopsy confirmed. Their bodies were found in the gutted house where Morris Julian reportedly cradling Josiah in her arms. Chandra Ramnanan, 41, of Buddha Trace Devi, was found dead along with Raghunanan Road, Kunupi, on Wednesday night. The owner of Chandraban Fabricating, she was last seen alive on 12:45 p.m. on Wednesday when he left home in a Nissan AD wagon. Later that day, Ramnanan's wife received multiple calls inquiring about a possible kidnapping. She contacted the police. At 8:20 p.m., authorities received a report of a possible shooting in Kunupia and the body of a man thrown out of a white vehicle along Mount Moriah Road. A team of officers led by Inspector Estrada and WPC Batiste responded and discovered the body of a man with neck wounds lying on the roadway. Investigations are continuing. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture and the Arts welcomed the inaugural flight of the newly formed LEAT 20 service to Port of Spain yesterday. The service is expected to provide a significant boost to TNT's tourism industry and will bring an additional 250 seats daily into Piarco International Airport, equating to approximately 1,750 seats weekly. During his address at the launch at the International Departure Lounge, Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell said this re-entry is essential to achieving the goals of the government of Trinidad and Tobago to increase connectivity across the region. The new service links Port of Spain to key Caribbean destinations, including St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and is also expected to strengthen regional economic ties. Out of this country, one of America's most powerful labor unions is staging a protest against Amazon aiming to put pressure on the tech giant as it rushes out packages in the final run up to Christmas next week. The Teamster Union said Amazon delivery drivers at 7 facilities had walked off the job yesterday, Thursday, after the company refused to negotiate with the union about a labor contract. Teamsters members were demonstrating at hundreds of other Amazon locations, including, or according to the union, which it described as the largest strike in U.S. history involving Amazon. And finally, the wealth of Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, the world's richest person, has almost doubled in an unprecedented milestone to $500 billion. Since Donald J. Trump was elected U.S. president on November 5th, Musk's net worth skyrocketed 84% to a high of $486 billion on Tuesday, before falling to $458 billion. Musk funneled at least $250 million into Trump's presidential campaign through 2 political groups, the America PAC, PSC, a Super Political Action Committee, which he founded, and RBG PAC, a Super PSC PAC he solely funded, with $20.5 million from a trust. Fueling Musk's wealth to unprecedented heights has been a surge in Tesla stock by 75% since the election result through Wednesday, and a secondary offering of SpaceX stock to existing holders that valued the privately held aerospace and defense company at $350 billion. So there you go. That's news to 6 a.m. right here on News Power Digital. We'll have news coming your way at 7 a.m. Good morning.
Up to date and credible. Power 102 Digital.
Neighbors, it is the 20th day of December. Yep, 5 days Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us on our final Power Breakfast. The 20th last day. I'll let Paul figure that out. There he goes. Right. Yeah. Yep. Our final show. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. As usual, we just heard from Dr. Paul Richards. We'll hear from Wendell Stephen. Good morning to you. We'll hear from Richard Ragoobarsingh. Did I say Wendell Stephen? We've got Ruben and Shane still in the mix. Of course, my name is Steve Khan. All right. Traffic-wise, I have nothing to tell you. Nothing to tell you about. 25 degrees on both Trinidad and Tobago. All right. And of course, we are under adverse weather alert for northern Trinidad and Tobago. And till 10 a.m. this morning, Met Office has not updated their weather as yet. Good morning to you, Paul.
Good morning, Steve. Good Friday morning, everyone. Merry Christmas, season's greetings.
Indeed, indeed. But let's see you send us hellos first thing this morning. I'm sure it's a lot. Maria Celia, good morning. Oh, thank you, Maria. Got Celia also. Good morning. Trini in Boston. Wendy and James. David Wares. And of course, Mrs. Wares. Good morning to you. Slick Money Grip. Boy Bedesi. DJ Ray out in Tampa. Gloria Gray. Anthony Tinto out in Canada. Oliver Man Warren. John Cato, Carol Guevara, Vernon Clark, Rena Boodoo Jennings, CJ New York. I told you it was a lot. Hector, Shanika Ali, Ray out in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Out in West Palm Beach, Florida.
York.
Shanika, York.
Am I not on mute? Yeah, I am. Okay, so it's not from my end. Yeah, I'm good here. Let's see. Marcia Rock. Wells, D. Pierre, Anderson, Matthews, Jared Pollinae, Ian Stewart, Rennie Devine, Liz Not Beside, good morning to you all. And of course, G and C Auto Security. Good morning to you. Who's this? Val? Morning. Morning, Wendell.
Hi, good morning,
the
Steve. Good
Wells,
morning, Paul.
Pierre, Anderson, Matthews.
What's
Paul
happening
is
there?
trying to figure that out.
I don't know what's going on with Steve's system.
It's not me. I good.
Yes, it's you.
No,
not
no.
me.
I'm telling you, it's not me. I checked it. Nothing here. I have no volumes up.
No, I'm
Yep. I'm muted.
telling you, it's not me. Yep, I'm muted. You all still hearing me?
My mic was muted by the host. I'm still getting an echo.
I don't know.
Right.
So good morning, guys. Good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe, and good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, good morning. It's another gloomy morning in Arima. We had a little rain a while ago.
Is it?
Yeah, I suspect. Is it that the adverse weather alert continues all into today?
Till 10 a.m. Northern Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. Steve, I think when you speak, you're getting the echo.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Okay, I'm muting. Well, this
Muting. This has no
I'm
control.
hearing you. Everything you're saying it twice.
Double check
Anyway,
here.
I'm seeing in the headline today,
No, that's
Prakash
mute.
Ramadan took back over the leadership of the COP. Is Congress of the person? I mean, people. I mean, whatever it is, Congress of the
Two people.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I happy that I kind of almost happy I may not be public for the next election. Yes, Lord Father. Prakash Ramadan of all people taking back over the COP, the Congress of the people. My goodness. What is that about? Let me see what that is. Former COP leader Prakash Ramadan is back as interim leader of the party. They kick out the boxer. He has replaced interim leader Kurt Sinnott, and the COP is now fully part of the Progressive Alliance, which includes Gary Griffiths, NTA, and Timothy Hammersmith Hope. Okay. Sinnott confirmed the movements yesterday, while Hope Deputy Leader Louis Leasing, he's Deputy of Hope, has called for UNC MP Rushton Parry and his 4 dissidents colleagues to join them. Griffith has also welcomed Ramadan back, called on the parties in the PA to stand their ground on principles and not let other parties abuse them. Okay. All right. I wish them the best. I honestly wish them the best. Because we need we need something besides listening to PA and them others. So, all right. Okay, cool. All right. Good luck to them.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it progresses.
They're all going to join together.
Because, in my opinion, Prakash Ramadan had not been a successful COP leader before.
No, he has not.
And I don't know what's changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he was leader, he was part of the People's Partnership. And he was I would imagine they were the second most prominent party in that alliance.
Mm-hmm.
And during the tenure, there was so much talk about the UNC's treatment of the other partners, including the COP at the time, you know, and the disappointment the COP experienced. So now, the COP has joined with Hope now, and I guess the NTA. Is that the story? Let me just make sure.
Yes, that's the story. They have joined the PA, the Progressive Alliance. That's what they call in the amalgam.
Which includes the NTA?
Yes, includes the NTA and the NTA, the COP, and Hope.
Right. And Mr. Leasing has called on the 5 United National Congress so-called dissidents to join them. I guess he's presuming that they won't be selected to run seats for the UNC. That's why he's making that call, but it will be premature for them to join him at this stage.
Well, I was reading a story over the last few days that said that Dinesh Rambali was kind of almost back with the UNC. I don't know if you saw that story.
No.
He was being courted to remain with the UNC.
Well, I never got the impression he wanted to leave.
True.
I got the impression that he thought that because of his stance with the other 4, he may not have been chosen to contest the seat again.
Yeah.
I never got the impression Mr. Rambali wanted to leave. You know,
but you see, Mr. Rambali understands his power too with the position. with the position he holds within the Sanatan. Is it the Sanatan Dharma?
I don't know.
I think he is also head of that. I think he's also head of that organization.
Dinesh Rambali is not Mr. Satmaraj's son.
Well, he is part of that organization, I think, and as a senior person.
Well, you said head, so I didn't know that he was the head.
Well, I said possibly. I'm not sure, but he is part of that organization as a senior person, and as a main spokesman for them. I'm not sure if
that would hold some level of sway. Yes.
Yeah.
With a large portion of the Hindu community in the country. Who and do you remember that the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha had some issues under its late leader Satmaraj with Mrs. Prasad Bisesa? Yes. I don't know if that's carried through to his sons and the others leading the organization.
Well, they certainly had a little brouhaha when I think it's Dr. Munilal, they tried to name a school after him.
Yes, that is true.
You remember? Yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Also not in favor of that. You know?
A Hindu denominational school, right?
Yes.
So
we'll see where that goes.
It's an interesting development, Mr. Ahmad, back at the helm, even in an interim way, because you hadn't heard a lot from him politically for the most you heard from Mr. Ahmad is that in the Pario inquiry, when he represented some of the families in that inquiry, his profile raised significantly during that. He was quite aggressive in those deliberations. I think deliberately so. He wanted to I got the impression he wanted to present a different kind of personality to the one he assumed, or that I interpreted while he was COP leader under the People's Partnership, because he was quite, I'll use the word docile, gently and kindly this morning.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see.
In other news, with the UNC screening,
are you guys hearing me properly or no?
Yeah, we hear you properly.
Yes.
Okay, good. I just don't do anything.
Yeah, we definitely hear you properly.
All right, good.
They said the UNC, as the UNC seeks to contest its strongest team to contest the election, Wayne Sturge, who was axed from the opposition Senate bench in 2017, was among 9 nominees interrogated by the party screening committee for the Toko Sangre seat. 9. Sturge, Daniel Solomon, who is also a senator, I think, and Roger Samuel, former MP for Arima, they said, was replaced by Saddam Hussein, Anita Haynes, and Tahaka Obika in what Prasad Bisesa said was a move to include youth in the country's democratic process. After screening yesterday, Sturge left the compound, avoiding interviews with the media. He was screened for Toko Sangre, apparently. And Anil Roberts, along with Neil Gosain, Dominic Smith, and Devesh Maharaj, were also screened for the St. Joseph constituency. Very interesting.
Okay.
John Ali Bokas, Michael Ali Bokas, a.k.a. Macamillan, was the sole nominee to review for San Fernando East. He told the media he was ready because he was touted for San Fernando West. But of course, they chose Dr. Michael Dowlat there, right? So he is the sole nominee for San Fernando East.
Well, the screening for St. Joseph is an interesting statement by the UNC. It, to me, sends a message to Mr. Griffith and the NTA that we will not be having, no matter what overtures are made, we will not be having any accommodation with you. Because Gary Griffith is the NTA candidate for St. Joseph.
Yes, he is. Well, so
if
he is.
the UNC is screening candidates for that, it means that Mrs. Pasabi says, I do believe I said that the UNC is contesting 39 seats of the 41. Not so?
So they've said.
Which means that they're not dealing with any seat accommodations, but some, I guess, political alliances. So I don't know how it's going to work in the end. If you're contesting 39 seats, where's the room, as they did in 2010, to accommodate other parties like Prakash Sharma that did in St. Augustine under the COP banner, like Anna Roberts did in, is it W. O'Meara, Wendell?
Yes, Anna Roberts was
W. O'Meara, and not contest those seats so that there was I don't want to say real or proper coalition. There was an accommodation that made sure that they didn't clash with each other or split votes in certain constituencies.
Yes, yes.
You understand? So it's quite to me, it makes a statement that while the UNC is talking to other political interests or other interests, because some of them are unions, I guess you could say some of them political too.
Yeah.
That they have no intention of this, at this point, telegraphing no intention not to contest all 39 seats.
True.
To be good, 2 seats being the exception.
Mm-hmm. I suspect nomination day is some ways off because, of course, a date for election has not been announced. A date for nomination day is based on the date for the election, right? I suspect this is all going to just be rhetoric until that day comes. I'm sure that there'll be an accommodation with everybody else against the PNM. I'm very sure. You understand? They will find a way because they know that's the only way. Huh?
You saw what I sent in WhatsApp for you?
No. Let me get out of the newspaper.
I just shake my head.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yes. Oh, look who put it.
Right.
Well, you might want to be mayor again.
He was a mayor?
Yes.
Not that one. Look under the comment. Not that one.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
No.
But he wanted to be something.
Clearly.
He wanted to be something.
An opportunist. I'm sorry.
All these Zandolis coming out of the hole.
Lost a lot of respect for that one over the years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We will name no names. I know you want to speak for that, but some things we can't say. I went yesterday to sign the condolence book for Lisa Morris Julian. It was such a sad feeling.
Right.
You know,
as you won at the parliament.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I just kind of froze. You know, it hit home. You know, like it brought it to reality. Not that I didn't think it was real, but it's just such a sad feeling.
Yeah.
Anyway, a senior fire official has confirmed the investigation into the tragic incident was concluded yesterday by the fire officials, and a report due to be handed over to the acting chief fire officer, Andy Hutchinson, late next week. The chief fire officer, who was not named, said that he can say that there was no foul play identified at that time. Of course, Lisa Morris Julian, who was 48, her son Josiah 6, her daughter Zian 25, died as a result of smoke inhalation. The autopsies confirmed, and their bodies were found in the house with Morris Julian cradling her 6-year-old son, which I don't know, as a fire officer, I don't know if I could take that heartbreaking, that, you know?
Yeah.
To see that must have been so heartbreaking for a fire officer. Well, I know that they're trained, but it's not easy. Good morning, Ragoobarsingh.
Hi, good morning, guys, and good morning to our listeners and viewers.
Good morning, Rich.
Morning, Rich.
You know, so
yeah.
It was such an eerie feeling.
You know, the only day we have not had rain in the morning time in Arima for the last maybe 10 days or so. Richard, correct me if I'm wrong. Was that day of that fire?
It's not crazy.
Yeah.
And when you say where is God and all of this, people say, oh, don't question God.
And
But
a day.
I don't
and
mean
a
to say
day
it
also.
sneeringly. I don't mean to say it sneeringly, but but there's so many times. Sometimes you do question God in your mind.
Yeah, Christians question
do.
God too.
You
I
do
don't know about
question
that. You
God.
understand?
Why would you do this?
You pretend you don't.
know? As always tell earlier, assuming that there is a God, there will be a long line when I reach the front end. When I reach by the point that I had to talk to him, I'll have to tell everybody, I say, oh, they had a hold up, because I have plenty
we
things
go
to
via
ask.
Zoom. We let you talk to God via Zoom.
I say, oh, they had to hold up a little better because I have some questions.
Not Richard. No, put Richard via Zoom, a special meeting, a room by yourself.
The thing about it is that he might also have questions too, so it really will be a long time.
A lot of questions for you. So, let me hear it especially. You were saying no rain fell on that day.
Only angels and devil roll the eyes and say, oh God, another one.
This is something here, but it will be too unkind. It has some people who will be that line with you. That's what I would say.
There was a time I didn't have much questions, but I think I have plenty to right now.
You're supposed to have questions. Nothing wrong with that. You were saying that they had no rain, and on that they had 2 other fires. Isn't that, you understand?
Yeah.
The confluence of circumstances is so, and depending on who you believe in, water or no water.
Yeah.
You understand? And depending on who you believe in, water diverted or water diverted.
Yeah.
The confluence of and my understanding also is that she'd not too long moved back to that house, You know, it's just, you can't, the circumstances are mind-boggling anyway. Condolences again to her family. I understand the other child was released from hospital. And I was walking last night and I'm just trying to figure out, it just entered my mind as to, how do you console that child? Or that offspring? How do you start to console that offspring? You lost your mother and your siblings. How do you begin? You understand? To console that individual and her husband.
Yeah, Daniel.
The husband is an adult, so the processing will be different. It's devastating, but the child, the offspring, is like when that child gets up in the morning and says, "Where's my mother? Where are my siblings?" You understand? Whew. Anyway,
I don't know.
investing in an election pays off. It paid off huge for Elon Musk.
Oh yes.
Who is now, if you thought he was the world's richest man before, his net worth increased by 84% since the November election that elected Donald Trump. 84%. The company, his worth went from 264 billion to a high of 486 billion on Tuesday, and then fell back to 458 billion. I mean, he invested 250 million into Trump's presidential campaign, and it is paying off in leaps and bounds. Now, that is a businessman.
Yes.
It's an investment he made. Think about it.
He put his money where his mouth was.
He put his money in an investment. And even before Trump is sworn in, his net worth has surged 84%.
Yep.
$500 billion almost. Tesla's stock rose by 75% since the election.
People buying that ugly vehicle he created recently.
Well,
people buying it in droves.
Value increased by $100 billion. He put some stock on the market. Think about it.
Yeah. But did you see Donald Trump's new look?
But you hear?
Yes. Donald Trump is a triple.
Why not? I mean, come on. You have a whole 4 years to gallery yourself. Why not have a new look now?
You have a full 4 years to be grabbing and snatching too.
Shall we?
Richard, just jam a Brewster on the chat here. This is the lady you have met the other day. I seen Gemma Brewster saying, Dr. Richards, leave my boss, Mr. Ragoobarsingh, alone.
When was that you met somebody?
It's in the chat now.
By your with your functioner.
Yes.
This is her?
That's
Okay. Good morning, Miss Brewster.
hey, bud. Every time it was there, did they in terms of the investigation before, did they come to a conclusion?
I think Paul reported just now that it was said that there was no foul play. I think that's what Paul said.
No, man, they didn't indicate exactly what caused it. That's what I meant.
Caused the fire, but there was no foul play in terms of the deaths.
No, but what caused the fire?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. Paul will have to. Where did Paul and Steve disappear? Paul will have to say what he would have read. I don't know where he read that, where he read it from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I also saw EG is out. I saw a TEG yesterday and a PEG. I said, what the hell? We moving fast.
PGs have been out for a while.
A peg and a tag, no? They now come out.
PEG?
PEG. We had H all the time.
Yeah.
PEG.
No, what am I saying? G is out before H.
Yes.
My God, I just had a senior moment.
Clearly.
So which one came out? PEH?
That's
H
out
is
for a
out.
while.
H is out. H is out already. So it's J and X.
J
So they
would
don't
be
have I,
there's
right?
no I.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
let's
okay.
grab some calls. All my lines are lit up. It is our final show. Good morning.
Hello,
Good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I saw circulated on social media last night. I got a video last night that unfortunately it hasn't been a week. I thought it would have happened before the end of the year. I think I articulated that on this program. But somebody's house again has burned down. Was on fire, right? Condolences to those people who would have lost their home. This is a time where we need to be careful with cooking and baking and plugs and Christmas lights and whatnot. I said that it was going to happen, and unfortunately, it did sooner than I thought. Just be careful out there, people. Okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Steve. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Steve.
Morning.
Good morning, Dr. Paul. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Val.
Good morning to you all. Why? You know?
Well, for the year at least.
Good morning.
I wanted to call you on yesterday so badly. Yeah? My mother is 102 years old, right? Her radio has never moved from 102 since the station was intercepted. Since inception. And let me tell you something. When you all went digital, she quarreling. I wasn't married as yet. She quarreling with me to put the radio on the station. I tell her Skippy not on it, Gladiator not on it, because that's who she loves it better. Yes, sir. I get so much quarrel. And when you all went digital, my sister came to stay with her when I got married and so on. So I out of the house now. And I had to tell my sister, look, you have to use your tablet. You have to get a tablet for her, and show what to do for my mother to hear the station, And she was going crazy. So now she listens, but she's not as yet. She listens from the phone now. And now when tomorrow, Monday morning, I had to say, you're not there again, you're all not there again. She'll go more crazy. She loved Power 102. She loved the entire station. So Charles, everybody, So you all will be greatly missed until a few months from now, hopefully. This has been my morning show since 2021, since COVID. Because I couldn't listen when I was doing my work. So I started listening during COVID. But now, what will I do when I wake up 5:30 in the morning when I'm preparing my stuff? This is why I listen to you all. Oh gosh, I'm missing you all already. So much. I'm so feeling hurt. But hope better things are going to come later on, and I want to hear the politics. So let's come back before now. Please.
You never know.
Have a good laugh. Wendell,
Take care.
you
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
learn the alphabet, eh? Remember, learn the alphabet. G-H.
Yes. I had a senior moment.
You had a senior month. As a matter of fact, my niece has a PH and she had it 2 months now. So therefore, the next year is going to come out just now. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I
you all,
expect
if I
Jay to
don't
come out
forget
soon.
enjoy everything that it is there for you all to enjoy. Paul, continue your brilliance in the parliament. I wouldn't be able to speak to none of you, Richard. Your retirement come in good time. So, everybody, have a wonderful time. Wendell, I have my menu chart on your WhatsApp, so come and purchase
Yes,
things for
I got
holiday.
it. I got it.
Right. Bye-bye,
All right.
everybody.
And we
Thank
thank
you.
you for your consistent support.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, Miss Valerie.
Good morning.
Good morning to the breakfast crew.
Morning.
You all really dropped one on us yesterday, oh boy. I wish they could have leave it for the end of the year, but so be it. I will miss you all. I've been with Power 102 since in the days with Taylor and Tony. So, I switch, I go to them after, but I listen to you all up until 8. So it's, oh God, this Arima fire, and then now, boy, you see this double blow, this Christmas thing, I don't know. But say what, that is how it have to be, and I wish you all the best, hope you all could have a good Christmas. And I want to say to women, yesterday I was in Massey, and women I used to do it, and I had stopped. They're shopping, they put their handbag in the trolley, unattended, and get caught up in whatever they're trying to take. Yesterday, a lady in Massey, handbag in the trolley and the handbag open. You're seeing everything. And I'm saying, this person crazy, the trolley just there, nobody. So when I saw this lady buy the chicken, Massey had 2 chicken for 100 something so. And she busy there, and I said, Miss, is your handbag there? Yes, oh gosh. And I'm saying, but all the person had to do is just take that handbag and walk out the grocery. And she would have been falling. I mean, God. So women, you all try and hold on to your handbag, please. You all have a blessed day. And I'll try to enjoy this Christmas. It ain't easy. We had a house fire down here in Diamond Vale. Lord, thank God nobody was injured, but these fires seem to be, I don't know. So God is good. Nobody was injured. Y'all try and enjoy your Christmas. I know it ain't gonna be easy, but we're there with you. Have a wonderful day.
All right. You take care, Mr.
And when you're
Lamar.
out shopping, be careful taking packages to the car and walking by yourselves. In mall car parks. You have a lot of car break-ins in mall car parks around this time of year.
Plenty.
They're waiting for you. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
I just want to say, I've been tuned in and locked on from ever since, and you guys going to be missed. This is New Hampshire here. Paul,
New Hampshire.
Dr. Paul, I used to listen to you when you used to be at Tragreed Road. And when you used to be with Nikki, and you know what I mean? So you guys gonna be missed. Steve Khan,
Oi.
you guys gonna be missed.
Thank you.
Rumbuck,
Morning.
Missed. Richard, you guys gonna be missed.
So let me tell you, I have the name already coming soon.
Guys come.
Rumbox Radio.
Listening to you guys coming to work.
Rumbox Radio coming soon.
I hope that management do something, because you know what I mean. At least put you guys back over the air, because where the ads could come in, because that is where most business people want to send their ads, where everybody's listening. So I'm hoping that they put back you guys on the regular radio. So
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, New Hampshire.
Thank you so much. All the best to you.
Thanks a lot.
I got a similar call yesterday from Lennox Tousse. He said he was heartbroken. I reminded Lennox he was the one who asked me the morning, he and Brian McKnight, who called me in and asked me to join the morning show 19 plus years ago. I said, I can't forget that because Lennox was actually station manager at the time. So we had a nice long chat. Good morning, Lennox Tousse. Good morning to Angela,
Hi.
your darling wife, and of course your children.
Yeah. Morning, caller.
Hi guys, morning. Carol here.
Hey, Carl again.
Morning, Carol.
Good morning.
Hi. So I'm just calling to say my farewell for the time being, and I hope it's not permanently. I've made a few friends through the Power 102 breakfast show, like Wendell, Richard, Steve. I've never met Paul in person. But Richard, I met you many years ago before the other day when we met after the play, at Naprima Bowl when my sister was managing down there. Many years ago. You
Oh, okay.
remember that? Yeah.
Wendy's your sister?
Wendy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought a couple of people to the Power Breakfast show. So I'm gonna miss you guys, but hopefully you'll be back soon.
All right,
Thanks, Carol.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right. All the best. Good morning.
Early birthday greetings to Slick Money Grip, whom I had the pleasure of meeting.
I'd like to wish you all a blessed Christmas, a happy and prosperous New Year. You all will be missed. Love you guys. I don't know how I'll be listening to the news in the morning. That was one of my main things. I have to switch my exercise from night to fill in the slot in the morning. I'm trying to make some changes. But I love you guys. I'm going to miss you all. I'm really going to miss you all. Hey, have a good day. You all take it easy.
Same to you.
Safe.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks, Miss Sampson. Miss Sampson, whom I also met, she came to Rumbox one time. That was a couple of years ago. So thanks to meeting you, Miss Sampson.
All right. We taking a couple of calls still. 222-8255. Toll-free North Americans, 866-525-1099. It is our final show, our final Power Breakfast show. And it's the final show for Power 102 Digital as well. All right. You give us a call. I know who this is. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Let me thank all the members of the Power Breakfast Show for a wonderful job. I have been listening to this station since Dr. Morgan Job, and my third son especially. He had Dr. Job as his mantra because Dr. Job always say, and he always remind me, Dr. Job says, the only way out of poverty is through the education. Today, he is planning to do his doctorate in chemistry and owes this to Dr. Morgan Job. I wish you and your family all the best for the future and a happy Yuletide season. Stanley Grande.
Take care, Mr. Gomes.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Miss Hayatali, Faraya Hayatali. She's a teacher at Naprima Girls. Are you still teaching
really?
down there? Miss Hayatali, I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Hayatali.
I have that cookbook too.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Sorry for calling back again. It's New Hampshire.
Yes.
Sorry for calling back again. But you guys had Miss Henry. It had I wish you guys could have played back when Miss Henry and Richard was saying something about some fella. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? You guys used to make me laugh. Sorry for calling back, but
it's all right.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Take care.
Well, we need to tell people, one of the advantages of YouTube is that you can actually go back and pull up shows and watch again.
Hello.
You know?
Yeah. Good morning.
Hello. Hi, good
Hello.
morning.
Morning.
This is Sexy San Fernando.
Hey, Sexy San Fernando. You called in.
You know, I had planned since last week to make this call to wish you all Merry Christmas. Wasn't expecting to do it today, and certainly not under these circumstances. So I want to wish you guys all the best for Christmas and the New Year, and I really, really hope that you all will be back. This is so much part of my morning routine, getting my daughter's lunch ready for school. I'm always listening. I might not always respond to the poll, but it is so part of my morning when I get up to get ready for work and school. So I'm so going to miss you all in the new year when school reopens.
All right. Well, thank you for calling Sexy San Fernando, and all the best to you.
Merry Christmas to
And
you. All the best for you.
I really hope that you all will be back. You know, I didn't want to say this, but you know, I really feel that management has failed us as listeners and the employees and you all. It is a sad situation. So I really hope that it could be turned around in the new year. The best of luck to everybody, including the rest of the staff.
Yes. Thank you, Sexy San.
Thank you, Sexy San.
All the best to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We see your papers.
The last show? Absolutely not.
It is Friday the 20th.
If that is not a sign of protest, I don't know what is.
But he's been protesting for weeks then. Let's start with the Express for the 20th.
No, but he never said absolutely not. He said absolutely not today. Take that.
Express trending 15 years after raping, robbing French student, sentence imposed. Euler's 1-year extension was legal. Blundering buffoon is how Mrs. Pasal-Bissessy describes the Attorney General, and unfit to hold office after the pensions fiasco. How I escaped captivity. So we now know that 14-year-old DeHere Samuel was not rescued, but he escaped.
But he was not released.
Oh no, was he released?
Yes,
he was
I
abducted on
heard
Wednesday
the
morning,
news last night. I said
trekked to a forest for hours at night before finding a community in Valencia, where he sought the help of a resident. He relayed to the police that the resident, after he'd been abducted at gunpoint, he was blindfolded and driven around for 2 hours. Thank God he escaped and is well. Truck driver killed, suspect surrenders.
That's a crazy story, yeah?
Killed and thrown out of a vehicle.
It's not a crazy story.
Yeah, it is. Very crazy.
My God.
So those are trending stories in your Express. Would you care to do the Guardian, Richard, or are you protesting still?
No. The Trinidad Video Guardian for today, Friday, December 20th, 2024. And the main headline, 17-hour ordeal. Kidnapped teen back home safe after being released by abductors.
See? The front story.
And there is a picture of forested area at Bacchus Lane, Quarry Road, Valencia, where kidnapped teenager DeHere Samuel below was held by his abductors before he was released on Wednesday night. Well, they're saying he was released. So I don't know which one is, like, one is saying he's escaped and one saying he's been released.
The story was he was complaining about the tie straps, and one of the abductors had cut it to give him a little ease, and that's when he found an avenue. And left. You know, after a while now. I don't know if they moved away from him after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the story is very conflicting. Say what? He's home free. That's it.
Yeah, which is good. The subheadlines: Rapist gets less jail time after donating to Rape Crisis Society. And Prakash returns to helm of Congress of the People. And those are the only subheadlines there. There's a lot to unpack there. And let's get to the sports pages. I just buzzed it.
Western lost again last night.
Is that the main story?
Well, yeah.
Wendy's women lose decider. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, the women and the men lost.
Okay, well, that's the main story on the back page, according to the Guardian. Wendy's women lose decider. So that's it for the front and the back of the Trinidad Video Guardian this morning.
Let's move to the Newsday now. Liat is back. Liat 20 makes inaugural flight to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, yesterday.
Chinese Association, St. Anne's headquarters demolished. Teens harrowing abduction ordeals. DeHere walk to freedom. Young, UNC made bad NGC deals. Kamala, callous pension policy was no error. Man sentenced for raping French citizen in 2009. AG Defense Cabinet's extension for top cop service. St. James construction worker jailed for 2012 rape of tenant. West Indies women lose T20 2-1 to India. Rio Claro man challenges COP over delayed firearm permit request. And Privy Council upholds extension of police commissioner's term. So those are trending stories in your Express, Guardian, and Newsday for today, Friday, the 20th of December, 2024.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's get the results of our morning poll that we asked you yesterday. Let's get it up here. So we asked you, do you accept the explanation given regarding the pension bill by the Attorney General and Minister Cox on Wednesday? That was our poll. And everybody said no. 100% said no. No.
All right. Paul, you read what Finbar Collins had to say?
Yeah.
What?
Just scroll up a little, just a little.
I saw it. Mm-hmm. I have no poll this morning. I'm keeping my poll to myself.
Self-flagellation today. Self-flagellation today, Richard.
Yeah. I was thinking of the all of the awards.
I'm just sharing my poll this morning.
I was thinking of all of the awards that Power Water 2 would have given out over the years, for that launch of Carnival that Corey used to be very.
Yeah.
You and Corey used to be at odds sometimes because he used to say Corey used to be pestering you when he was chairman of Carnival.
Oh gosh.
But it was part of his passion and all of the awards they gave out, The
Roy Cape, Blacks.
Yeah.
David Rudder.
Super Blue.
Yeah,
and importantly, before people passed.
Yes. We did Maximus Dan.
David Rudder.
We did Kess. We did Nadia Batson.
Mm-hmm.
We did Marshall Montano. Oh, we did a lot, over those years. Sandra Sanka, good morning. Very, very long time I haven't heard from you. This is a lady I met. I think she's from San Fernando. I would have met her years ago too, as a fan of the Power Breakfast Show. Good morning. And Deborah Graves, the Chinese lady from over.
The lines are open. This morning is your morning.
Yeah, we're not doing a poll, right? We just
Did you all see that crazy story about the drone that almost caused a crash at the airport?
Mrs. Ingrid from Tucson sent that to me. I said,
that is like, I would have, and it was in the flight path of an incoming aircraft. So I know there's a restriction around the airport, but I didn't know about the flight path coming in from around Port Elizabeth when the flight's coming in. And people are now not allowed to fly drones above, I think it's 400 feet. Or 4,000 feet, something like that.
I thought everybody knew that.
I think it's 400.
400.
It's 400.
There's a drone that flies around my knee sometimes, and it is high. Yeah, it is high. I would say it's about 2,000 to 3,000 feet high. I see it every so often, but I don't know where it goes.
You know it's 2,000 feet, Steve?
Yeah, let me tell you, it's high. It's high. If you look up and you probably wouldn't even notice it until you see the blinking lights. So, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
This is Trinijam here, Steve.
Hey, Trinijam, what's shaking?
Oh, nothing really. It's a gloomy morning because from yesterday when I heard the news, I was very upset. You do know that you all are my morning dose of therapy.
As you are ours.
With everybody, yeah, I suppose.
Mm.
Steve, Wendell, Richard, Paul, I would like to wish all the best in the future. I will dearly miss you guys. I hope that management would reconsider and we will get you all back soon. That is my wish for 2024, one of my wishes. And you guys stay blessed. I'm always locked on and listening. I may not contribute, but I'm there. So you take care and hope to hear from you all soon.
And thank you for your support and all the best for a great season and New Year.
You know, I've met so many people outside of working on Power. I've met so many people who are listeners to this show, who are supporters of this show over the years. Some really, really fantastic people. Even people who don't agree with me politically, I've managed to still have a cordial relationship with them, you know, and I've been happy for that. You know, I've been the better for it, you know, sharing views and sharing opinions and so on. So good morning and to you wonderful people whom I would have had the pleasure of meeting over the years.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Steve. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Richard, and good morning, Wendell.
Yeah, not hearing you properly.
Yeah. You're not?
Right, now you're good.
Okay. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
And, today is a day that is rather sad to see you all go. And this is on behalf of myself and my husband, Frank. He was the first one who started to listen to your breakfast show every solitary morning. And he and myself will totally miss you all, because every morning I have to get up before 6 o'clock to turn on the television or the radio, whatever it is, for him to start to listen to you all. Right now he's listening, and I wish you all the best of everything, a very Merry Christmas, and we pray.
What's his name? What's your husband's name?
Frank.
What's that? Yeah.
Frank. Okay. Thank you so much, Frank.
Indiana and Frank, yeah. So, you know, we wish you all the best. And I told him he's going to start to pull his hair out, the little bit that he has remaining. But, you know, I don't know what he's going to do on Monday morning. We'll see. But I'm hoping that that matters will be resolved and you all would be back on air. I have had certain opportunities to raise one or two matters that have been affecting us in the society, that, you know, and one or two I got results from. So your forum has been a good forum to produce results and to highlight certain things that are going on in this country that some people don't want to talk about. Okay? So I wish you all the best. Let me give other people the opportunity and have a Merry Christmas. On behalf of Frank and myself.
Take care, Wendian.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Wendian. I wanted us to also go through some of the comments.
Well, we don't have much time. We only have like 20 seconds before we end.
Yeah. Well, when I mean, it could be the next hour.
Yeah, next hour we'll go through all of that.
Some people won't call. Some people will just make a comment.
Little message. Yeah. Like Keith Watkins. Morning, Keith Ajamu Watkins. And good morning, Beauty Culture also too. And DL, DL, you still say what there's DL for, you know.
Yeah, Eve out in Sugar Gorness, good morning to you as well. Let's get into our 7 o'clock major news.
This is your news bulletin from Power 102 Digital.
It is 6:59 on Friday, the 20th of December, 2024. This is major news to 7 a.m. right here on News Power Digital. First, the headlines. Government gives reasons as to why 2 NGC deals resulted in massive losses for the company. Hope political party describes it as a failure of communication. Government's decision to withdraw the pensions bill. And Amazon hit by strike during the holiday season scramble. We have details coming up next. This is news to 7 a.m. right here on News Power Digital. Good morning. The government reveals details relating to 2 investment deals entered into by the National Gas Company, NGC, which cost Trinidad and Tobago just under $2 billion in losses in 2013 and 2023. Energy Minister Stuart Young said in 2023, NGC made losses of $1.3 billion. This was due to an investment made in 2013 into Phoenix Park Gas Processors Limited, which was owned at that time by Conoco, seeking to get 39% of the shares at a specific value. The move cost taxpayers $3.8 billion TT dollars, but it was described as an overvalued investment. In 2023, the auditors of NGC indicated the company had to write off $1.5 billion in the accounts due to this development.
The first in 2013 with the acquisition of Conoco's shares in PPGPL at an overvalue that has now had to be written down by $1.5 billion. And then this CGCL deal that was entered into that has to go down in history. The history of the energy sector of Trinidad and Tobago was one of the worst negotiated contracts and deals for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
It was also revealed NGC made another significant loss from the CGCL investment, where in 2015, the then government at the time invested with the Japanese in a new methanol plant.
The public servants in the Office of the Attorney General on an election day, the 7th of September 2015, wrote to the Attorney General, the then Attorney General, who as we now know was on his way out of office that night, saying that they are not approving his signing of that Attorney General's opinion because it is not a good deal for Trinidad and Tobago.
Former Congress of the People leader Prakash Ramada is back at the helm as interim political leader of the party. Kurt Sinnott confirmed the movements yesterday, while Hope's deputy leader Louis Leasing has called on the UNC's MP Rushton Paré and his 4 other so-called dissident colleagues to join them. NTA political leader Gary Griffith has also welcomed Ramada back, called on the parties in the PA to stand their ground on the principles and not let other parties abuse them. Ramada, an attorney at law, was COP's deputy leader in 2010 and was given the St. Augustine seat by the UNC to contest the unity deal with COP had with the UNC to form the then People's Partnership Coalition. He was elected St. Augustine MP in 2010, and in 2011, Ramada was elected COP leader after then leader Winston Dukeran did not contest the election. Ramada had been spotlighted recently representing families in the Paria fuel pipeline tragedy. He replaces interim leader Kurt Sinnott, and the COP is now fully part of the Progressive Alliance, PA, which includes Gary Griffith's National Transformation Alliance, NTA, and Timothy Hammersmith's Hope. A failure of communication is how political leader of the party, Hope Timothy Hammersmith, describes the cabinet's decision to withdraw the pensions bill. The bill will be relayed in the future, according to the AG, without the contentious clause. Section 4G of the bill stated, quote, an individual shall not be eligible to receive a pension unless he has savings not exceeding $25,000. The AG indicated that contentious clause will be removed and the bill relayed in Parliament. Speaking on an interview on Power Digital yesterday afternoon, Hammersmith said the incidents point to the need for the government to explain the bill even before it arrived in Parliament because of its significant impact on the population.
Well, certainly it was an oops moment, if you like, one more time. But it means that the communications, here you're doing something that makes a difference in people's lives. The onus really was on the government to explain this bill even before it arrived in Parliament, because people were, if you were receiving this grant, you would be directly affected. Tomorrow morning, you could have no money.
Hammersmith also assessed the current way in which laws are brought to the Parliament and suggested the need for tightening up the process when loopholes or challenges are identified.
We create law in Trinidad and Tobago in the most haphazard fashion. They prepare a bill, it goes through various stages before it comes to the Parliament. But nobody can track any of the changes. And then you'll hear somebody stand up in Parliament and say, Section 3, line 4, insert XYZ. Can you visualize what that means? That really should not take place in a committee of the whole house, as we call it.
3 days after W Mayor MP Lisa Morris Julian and 2 of her children perished in a fire that gutted their home in Farfar Street, Arima, foul play has now been ruled out. A senior fire official confirmed the investigation into the tragic incident was concluded yesterday, but explained it could take a few more days for the written report to be fully compiled. That report is expected to be handed over to the acting chief fire officer, Andy Hutchinson, by late next week. Unwilling to divulge the findings of the investigation, the senior official would only confirm, I can say no foul play was identified at this time. Morris Julian, 48, his son Josiah, 6, and daughter Zian, 25, died as a result of smoke inhalation. The autopsies confirmed. Their bodies were found in the gutted remains of the house Morris Julian reportedly cradling Josiah to her. The incident left an outraged public demanding actions regarding the fire, including wire officers from the Arima fire station were tardy in responding, although it is less than a block away from the house. The TTFS said the firefighters were responding to 2 other fires. The Trinidad Tobago Fire Service and Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez also exchanged a war of words over there was or was not a water problem at the site of the fire. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines said yesterday government will announce details of a committee being set up to investigate the circumstances surrounding the fire and the tragic deaths and the responses to it. Chandra Ramnanan, 41, of Booty Trace Davy, was found dead along Ragoobarsingh Road in Kunupi on Wednesday night. The owner of Chandra Band Fabricating, Ramnanan, was last seen alive at 12:45 p.m. on Wednesday when he left his home in a Nissan AD wagon. Later that day, Ramnanan's wife received multiple calls inquiring about a possible kidnapping. She contacted the police. At 8:20 p.m., authorities received a report of possible shooting in Kunupi and the body of a man thrown out of a white vehicle along Mount Moriah Road. A team of officers led by Inspector Estrada and Woman Corporal Batiste responded and discovered the body of a man with neck wounds lying on the roadway. Investigations are continuing. The Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts welcomed the inaugural flight of the newly formed LIAT 20 service into Port of Spain yesterday. The service is expected to provide significant boost to TNT's tourism industry and will bring an additional 250 seats daily into the Piarco International Airport, equating to approximately 1,750 seats per week. During his address at the launch at the International Departure Lounge at the Piarco Airport, Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell said this re-entry is essential to achieving the goals of the government of Trinidad and Tobago to increase connectivity across the region. The new service links Port of Spain to key Caribbean destinations including St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and is also expected to strengthen regional economic ties. International News, one of America's most powerful labor unions, is staging a protest against Amazon aimed at putting pressure on the tech giant as it rushes out packages in the final run-up to Christmas. The Teamsters Union said Amazon delivery drivers at 7 facilities had walked off the job on Thursday after the company refused to negotiate with the union about a labor contract. Teamsters members were demonstrating at hundreds of other Amazon locations, according to the union. It described it as the largest strike in U.S. history involving the firm. Finally, the wealth of Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, the world's richest person, is heading toward an unprecedented milestone, $500 billion. Since Donald J. Trump was elected the U.S. president on November 5th, Musk's net worth skyrocketed 84% from $264 billion to a high of $286 billion on Tuesday before falling to $258 billion. Musk's funneled at least $250 million into Trump's presidential campaign through 2 political groups, America PSC and RBC PSC. Fueling Musk's wealth to an unprecedented height has been a surge in Tesla stock by 75% since the election, and also an offering of SpaceX stock for existing holders that value the privately held aerospace and defense company at $350 billion. And that is news to 7 a.m. right here on News Power Digital. We'll have headlines coming up at 8 a.m. and major news once again at 12 noon. Good morning.
Up to date and credible. Power 102 Digital.
All right. Thank you, Paul, for our major news. Of course, we'll have another a news update coming up at 8 o'clock. On the highways and the byways, I have nothing to tell you about. Nothing at all. And the Met Office is saying today is going to be generally sunny with the likelihood of a few partly cloudy intervals and showers over a few areas. This evening will be fair, apart from the chance of the odd isolated shower. Maximum forecast temperature for today at Piarco will be 32 and 31 at Crown Point in Tobago. All right.
Generally sunny, you say, you know.
That's what Met Office is saying.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll
I have
see.
a wedding to attend this afternoon. I hope it's sunny.
Oh, okay. It's 26 degrees on both islands currently.
Okay.
You getting married again?
Me? This is the first wedding I'll be attending for a little while. My very good friend, Roderick Chasso, his son is getting married today.
Congratulations to the happy couple.
Yeah, so Daniel Chasso will be wedded today. All right, congratulations, Daniel, and your new bride, whom I'll meet today. I've never met his bride.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Good morning to Lorna, Indy, Kali. Good morning to Anthony in Toronto. Somebody somewhere tried calling us on our WhatsApp. Okay, I don't know who this is, but thank you so much.
Good morning to my very good friend who's still in Francois, who has continued to be a fan of the show. Sterling, good morning, and hopefully I'll see you over the holidays. You know, everybody know where I live, and everybody know where I operate from on the Western Main Road in St. James.
You saving water home?
Feel free to drop. Yeah.
You saving water when we come?
Yeah, I have water.
You had water in the office to buying it.
You are sipping away at that awful drink that Hot Shop sells. I don't know how you could buy that drink. I could buy the roti, but I can't buy the drink, you know.
And one would imagine, since you know the drink was so awful, you'd offer me an alternative that was better. But no.
You take 45 minutes to eat a roti, and we didn't even get time to really get into the nitty-gritty of taking a little.
I eat slowly. I don't eat fast. Eating fast is not a good thing. You have to eat slowly.
I would have introduced you to Rude Boy that day.
You have to eat slowly. You eat fast. That's your problem.
Well, yeah, because I eat often.
You have to eat slowly.
Because I eat often. That's all.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Zina.
Talking about eating.
Well, what happened to you, Paul?
I said, as we're speaking of eating, you come in and queue.
You get very selfish this morning. You want to keep the poll. You're sharing this morning.
No.
But I mind, you know. Today's Friday and the side open.
I'm aware.
Gentlemen,
I didn't know
I
that
want to
aside.
say good morning again and Caesar's greetings to all your listeners, callers, presenters. I don't know I'll miss you all. I have to say until the new year, you know, because what I hear in here is really possible. Well, they can't try to kill us for 2025. So, management, owner, they do something, eh? Right. Good morning again to all callers, listeners. Oh God, I'm going to miss some of the voices. And Wendell, feel free to give them my phone number. He took it personally yesterday, but I wasn't thinking that. So don't worry ahead, Lincoln.
I'll send it to him.
Wendell could give you it and you could call me. That's how I got a lot of friends. Right? So, and I call a lot of them who don't call, but text. Like
they don't call me.
All those who don't ever call, but it's right there with you all every morning. I text. They call me after the show. Miss Charmaine, all those as well. The S-Lips, Mr. Martin, well, we talk all the time. Anyhow, I want to agree with Graves, one of the texters there. She said the week starts bad and it's like it ending bad. The only good thing about today is that they should be paying them a pension. I love that.
All right.
Gentlemen, have a good one for this season here.
Merry Christmas,
I have
see you later.
my Rumbox, so I know where you live because it is opposite to a good friend of mine on the Tampuna Road there.
Okay. Opposite me is double palm, you know.
Well, get to that.
All right.
Oh, good. So bye and have a good one.
Bye.
It no dawned on me. That's an interesting name for a place like that, Double Palm. Double Palm should mean something else.
Well, it's for you not to use your palm, hopefully. You'll be going in and using your palm.
Why do you call it Double Palm, though?
Anyhow, to Sir Charles and all of the presenters, AV, everybody, we will miss your lovely voices. So I don't know. I'm not saying a total goodbye to the station, you know. I just calling on management and the owner to get all their act together, all in the air too long to tell us this kind of thing. So get all their act together and let us look forward to 2025, please. God willing. Bye.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. All the best. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you all?
Good.
All right. I just want to thank you all. I know many times I called in and said that, you know, the day-to-day stress that you all will help to relieve the stress. I started listening to you all during the day while I did my sales on the road. And so I would listen to the program from the morning, waiting to go up Port of Spain in the traffic. So maybe about 15, 16 years, and I want to thank you all for that. But I never got to thank Brother Mohammed. It was in 2011, I was going through my divorce. And he used to have a program for men, focusing on men, where he would, you know, talk and give little insights and things, and he really helped. What he said ministered to me. So you all would never know what this station means for people who listen. But it helped, and I think you all knew, but you wouldn't really, but then you don't really know how wide we all ministered. And it was, I think I told Steve this a couple of times, maybe have a little 2-3 drinks on a Friday and I would get up early, bright and early Saturday, and then when I put on, I said, oh, wait, no thing. Then I realized it's Saturday. I look forward to the program in the morning. It was part of my routine, coffee, and so on. And I will miss you all, but I'm an optimistic person, and I believe that the management would understand this, and maybe next year something new will happen.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks.
All the best. All right. Lots of calls coming in. Good morning.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
You know, I close now for some politics. I did not even know that Prakash Ramada was still in the one-person party. So I say, when I read it, I thought I made a mistake reading it. So when I said all of them, Congress of the People and NTA and Hope, I say, wait now, Prakash? I couldn't believe it. But anyway, I'm happy for them because you see all this other coalition and alliance and everything, it will end up to one alliance in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for a fact that all these parties, Ms. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar ain't going to let those votes split, and she's going to draw them in with some nice sweet words. So I'm so sorry all in that day for me to follow, you know, because I really love this radio station. I'm not a station. I really love you all. And if you all are very, very objective, that is why I like to listen. I don't like programs where people are biased. And we don't know the view already about asking questions. You know what I mean? I mean, whenever you know you're PNM, but you're objective but sometimes, you know? So it doesn't matter when you're not objective, because we know who you are. So I really miss you all. So then the other party, what's the next party again? We have this guy from Diego Martin, who was the Attorney General.
MND, Gavin Nicholas party.
MND. He's in some other party, right?
He done join already with the UN.
Okay. So then it had no other party to join up except the one in Tobago to come and align themselves with somebody in Trinidad. So that is the final thing. So I want to wish you all everything that is good, everything that is good. I want to wish, Wendell, do you have non-alcoholic beverages at your rum box?
Yes, rum box is a liquor mart. Liquor doesn't mean alcoholic liquor.
Well, me, no, I do like anything in rum and liquor, I don't go by.
Liquor don't mean alcoholic beverages.
Right, I know. So, and it's so heart-wrenching for me to say goodbye to you all at this time, because you all, when I'm in morning needing flour, 4:30, sometimes 5:30, I just have on the TV waiting on every station for you all to come on. And when you all come on, like the flowers go better needing. So, I mean, and Steve, well, you can't get on.
Well, I better get my bread from today then, because if you're here, next week, I might get bad bread. I better take my bread today.
I will go on YouTube and rewind some of those things, right?
All right.
And Steve, you won't get best sweet bread again because your boy Sir Charles, I don't see him. I mean, Sir Charles is my boy, you know. Jump high, jump low, you know. So Sir Charles, good morning to you and all the best. And I've known Sir Charles for a while now. I've met him on plenty shows when he was doing the MC and then on the radio speaking with him. I love my boy. So, best sweet bread. Steve, see, I just say goodbye to it, right? And phone, right? Wendell, you'll eat it for him.
All right, take care.
I will get it somehow, don't worry.
So, you all, I don't know how to say goodbye. I don't like to say goodbye, but have a wonderful season. That is all I'm going to say. And so, goodbye. No more calls from me, and I'll just listen until 8 o'clock. Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye, right?
Yeah. Yes.
See you all.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to the breakfast crew.
It's into morning.
Good morning. Listeners, I must say that you guys have become a household name among my friends, my family. But I am going to remain optimistic and positive, knowing deep down, something telling me that, hey, I will see you guys again, and maybe with in a bigger scope, in a bigger way, because you guys have set the pace. You touch the lives of so many people, and I just want to say love and respect to the crew and all the listeners. Thank you.
Thank you, Tinto, for being
Thank you, Anthony. All the best.
Of course.
You're welcome.
And
hopefully I'll see you in Canada soon.
I have to make a trip.
It's something about doing a show for so long and with the same people, and not only meaning the colleagues of us who are on air, but of course we are on air because of the listeners. Because if there were no listeners, we wouldn't be on the air, period.
Correct.
And so that interaction has always been important. And it's a giveaway. You get to know people in a way and their personalities in terms of the interactions between them and us over the years. And they have also gotten to know us and our personalities, and they have been privy to our, the tragedies, the laughter, the times we have been happy, the times we have been sad, and there's this constant ebb and flow of interaction between them. So it really becomes kind of like a bond that is difficult. So I understand so much when people say that they're going to miss us, and it's a part of the routine because it's something that's been forged over years. And I know each radio program has its loyal audience in terms of, I'm talking about radio programs generally. Yes. But there's always been something special about Power 102. There's always been something special about the crew of Power 102 and the perspectives we bring to a lot of the topics. So it has always been interesting. We didn't always agree, but we certainly ventilated it in a way no other program ventilated it and brought up topics and issues with politicians that other radio stations wouldn't have asked. And sometimes the frankness of our opinions, even in challenging things like religion and stuff, I don't think the other stations even ventured in all of those areas like we would. You know, sometimes jokingly, but sometimes seriously, you know, questioning things, the philosophy, the beliefs people had, the perspectives people had. So it was important, I think, in terms of that space in the Trinidad and Tobago mosaic of all kinds of opinions that you get. It was an important space to explore those diverse views, and in large part, we have not been limited at all in terms of what we could see.
Yes, that's true.
In terms of our opinions, I know so many other radio stations, there is a line drawn that you couldn't see certain things, and depending on the party in power and, you know, things like that. That has never they were saying is don't commit defamation or anything to breach the license. But in terms of our opinions, we have always been very forthright about those opinions, as has been our callers in terms of the interactions we've had. And so I think it's a space that will be missed for that reason too.
Yeah.
Because of those kinds of opinions and diverse views that were allowed a space.
Yeah.
And it's important. Because a lot of times you don't get that kind of discourse in a lot of the media on the level it was taking place here.
That is absolutely correct. I mean, just to add to that, Richard, I mean, I remember when we went online, and because I stagger, right? In other words, I'm not on every day. I sometimes have the pleasure of looking on when you're on, when I'm not on. And at the beginning, I remember looking and saying, 2 people viewing. I say, okay. And that has grown exponentially over the years, over the period, especially lately. We have thousands of people now looking at us in the morning from all over the globe. You understand? And so many people who look at us and listen to us have asked, have told about our program, and have gotten other people to look and listen to us. It is amazing the growth that this program has made, this program in particular has made over a very short period of time. And I can tell you something, because I listen to other radio stations, a lot of the people who listen to us and contribute on us, they after we done, they go to the other radio stations, but we are the ones that they start off with every morning, you know? And then they go on the other radio stations and they talk and they contribute and so on, you know? You understand? I've also noticed that too. So thank you so much for all you wonderful people who continue to listen and share with us. You know, there's very little to add to what Richard had just said, because if I wasn't enjoying this over the years, I would not have been doing it.
Yeah.
You understand? I really would not have been doing it. But I've enjoyed all the hosts that I've worked with. I mean, I always remember the day when Dr. Job and I fell out so bad, I got up and I walked out. And Steve Khan called me and said, "Well, where you going? Come back now, boy. No, boy." I just calmed down. Richard, of course, has always been my person to say, "Hey, it's just a radio show, you know. Forget that. Let's move on." You understand? And yeah, that has happened. I want to thank you guys tremendously. I want to thank Paul in particular because of the status that Paul holds. You understand? And for all the people who would have hosted this program with us over the years, it hasn't been easy, but again, you've made it so, and you've made it enjoyable.
And sensible talk and perspective is sometimes a hard thing to get. Because I used to be a radio listener a lot, and I used to be like, oh my God, some of these opinions, and I used to be like, why aren't these radio hosts challenging what that person just said? Why aren't they saying, wait, hold up, and be a moment to say, look, there is another perspective to see these issues, you know, and so you value all of that in terms of your soapbox, But there have been so many moments in this. I mean, one of the moments that I think back to, Wendell, which is a sad moment for me, was when Raymond was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to do the headlines in the morning. And Raymond was on the front page. I mean, it started to affect me again, even thinking about it. And I couldn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
I couldn't see the headline.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. My voice just could not read that headline, and you just took it over.
Mm-hmm.
Because you knew I couldn't talk. You could see that I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
And there's so many moments like that, so many horrible moments in the life of Trinidad and Tobago that we have shed tears along with the country.
Mm-hmm.
And correspondingly, there have been some very happy and beautiful moments that we have also shared.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some weird.
I remember when Marcia Handwell and myself whining and carrying on for football. Morning on the radio, beating Marcia, rest in peace. And oh God, there's so many beautiful, wonderful moments. But above all, the importance of the space. Mm-hmm. And I think management is making a big error in terms of not everything is about money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is value.
Yeah.
Having
this that in the last couple of days.
There's a value in having the space and the perspectives that this show provides in a very noisy and sometimes irrational space that Trinidad and Tobago can sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shut it up now.
I actually went to a function last night, and a senior member of Parliament was there, and they said the same thing you just said, Richard. So,
yeah.
So good morning to you.
It's a huge mistake they're making, but say what?
All right. Well, let's grab some calls.
Yes, let's take some calls.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. I just called back to wish my adopted son Neil and his family all the best for the Eureka season. Thank you very much.
All right.
Pastor Lal be talking about? He gone already.
Yeah.
I think his name Pastor Lal he refers to,
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning, Central Animal Lover.
Hey,
here.
how you doing?
I'm fine. Just a little, broken-hearted along with everybody else to hear that this will be your last program on this particular forum.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys pursue other avenues together as a team because your personality goes so well together. You really find that you all are really a dream team. You don't find that on radio, really, that the four of you, your personalities really, really go well together. I will have to just interact with you all more on your Facebook pages. My official name is Mrs. Bernice McDonald Ramkison. I'm on Facebook as Bernice McDonald. So if you see me pop up and saying hi, that is I. That is me. I also want to say, I know we lost a couple callers along the way. Mrs. Barbara Berriton, I think she really did pass.
Yay, BB from South.
I haven't heard from Mr. Kunupia for quite a while. I don't know what's happening with him. I wish you four gentlemen all the best in your various endeavors from now on until when we hear from you again. I love each and every one of you, Wendell, Steve, Paul, Richard. Each and every one of you, you all have been my company on the morning from since 20-something years to now. And morning is not going to be the same anymore. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with myself when I get up for the morning now. But all good things must come to an end, as they say, unfortunately. But I'm looking forward to what the future holds for you guys. And I'm sure it's going to be very, very bright, right? I want to wish you and your family a very bright, Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025. And by extension, my Trinbagonian family. All the best to everyone. All right? So I'm heading out to the salt farms now, the salt mines, to Wick. So you guys be blessed, stay safe, and I look forward to hearing from you all as a group again sometime in the near future. All right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Take care, Central Animal Lover Bernice. That's some
You've
messages
seen some of
coming
these
here.
comments. People don't know I love to travel. People don't know my money is for me to travel all over the world. While I still have health and strength.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning. Is this Mr. Steve Gunn?
It is Steve Kahn, yes.
Hi, this is one of your regular listeners since 2010. I have been...
Oh no, Steve. Oh Lord, Steve again. Steve, I thought you get the hang of that board. The last day, Steve. Oh God, man.
Call back, caller, call back.
He did us, Steve.
You know what happened there. Good morning.
He did us, Steve.
Morning.
I just want to say season greetings to you all, guys. You all made my morning. My mom, in all of her illness, while moving around the house and taking care of her, you all have been comfort to me. Yes, I'm hearing all your voices, all your opinion, the way how Dr. Paul will operate. I just want to say thanks very much for that opportunity. And as you all go forward, unfortunately, God bless. Have a good one.
All right, you take care. Thank you.
I mean, my views on so many different
it.
things have changed over the years too, in terms of, especially with my interaction with you guys, you know, how I felt about certain issues.
Yeah. Are you back?
Hi, yes.
Right. I don't know what happened there, but I got blamed for it.
It's okay, Mr. Khan. So this is Marsha Polliner. Hello.
Yes.
I saw that chat earlier.
And I'm just calling to say that I will miss you all tremendously. I am there since Dr. Morgan Joe was with Wendell Stephen. I used to enjoy their banter. I was there when Gemma used to call in so regularly. I would take you all from the home to my car when I'm going to school. It has been an amazing 14 years. You all are so informative. I think management, as we locally say, bounce their heads. I just want to wish you all the best of everything. Mr. Stephen, I'm coming up to Rumbox with my family, so I'll get to meet you in person. I am your Facebook friend. I'm on Facebook with you. And I will also miss dearly the extended family, Ms. Zena, Mr. Patrick, I hope he calls this morning, and everybody else who has made this show a family show. Keep everything as it is. God bless each and every one of you. Mr. Ragoobarsingh, I will see you at your place. I'm not going to miss that for the world. I was in the background as a silent listener. I regret now not calling in and interacting. Didn't know that you all would be taking yourselves away from myself and my family. Do have a beautiful, beautiful New Year and Christmas season. And Mr. Khan, continue the great work with the animals. I'm an animal lover. And I admire everything you do. Dr. Paul Richard, you're an amazing individual. Keep everything the way it is. See you guys. I hope
so much for your support.
I hope that you all come up with your own show, and there are sponsors out there listening and willing to provide the financial support. Have a great day, guys. And to Mr. Patrick and everybody, I hope to hear you all soon too.
All right, Ms. Polliner.
so much.
Hope to see you very, very soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good morning.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
Regardless of what the future may hold for you and in the profession, I'd just like to thank you guys for your attempt to make Trinidad and Tobago a better place. I do hope that whatever is to come, you continue in your private life and maybe in your public life to attempt to make a difference. I hope the good senator will continue to make the contributions that he makes. And just like to thank you guys for all that you attempted to do. Not everything that was said on this show people might have appreciated or agreed with, but we have to be grateful for whatever you have done to make Trinidad and Tobago a better place. And I just, especially around the season, to wish you and your families all the best, and God bless his blessing.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Joseph.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
That's Joseph's son, eh?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning.
He's been a regular contributor to our show also.
Hi.
Morning.
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 Calling from Tobago.
Hey, Helen, where you going?
I'm okay, and that's plenty rain. All the best to the Christmas. And season greetings to you and all your family. Wendell, Paul, I find your face a little serious this morning. What happened to you?
Sorry?
Wendell, I had to laugh, because I'm the one who does be cussing you sometimes. Eh?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. This is the caller who used to challenge me a lot from Tobago.
This is you that would have been cussing you sometimes.
I remember.
Oh, okay.
I remember you. It's great to hear from you this morning.
And have a nice traveling. Enjoy yourself out there. Take care.
All right.
I wish I could go by my mom in Canada right now.
All right. It would be remiss of us not to say. Sorry, go ahead, caller.
Yeah.
So Merry Christmas, Una.
Have a great one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And when you're taking a drink, take a drink for all of us.
I will. I don't drink much again. A little beer and that's it.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
Take care.
It would be remiss of us not to say thank you also to Avril St. Hill Bab, who has also added significantly to the show. For sure.
Yeah, very much so.
And Gregory Mahoney,
everyone in the newsroom. Everyone in the newsroom. From Maryland to
David
Dennis,
McIntyre, who held on sometimes on the board. Shane, who held on sometimes on the board.
All the outside broadcasts we used to do.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
City Gate, Arima, Harris Promenade in San Fernando. We went all over the place.
Wow.
Any crazy in Sawa.
Yeah.
We went all over,
And with Los Alumnos Day, San Juan, Alicia and the crew.
And Dr. Job's book getting stolen in Sawa.
He was so upset about that.
Oh, God.
He was so upset about that. Let's grab this call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, first time caller, calling from Library. Truly gets fit.
First time caller and last time caller.
Yes, it's been a pleasure listening to you guys. I had to find a way to get my new morning routine. I normally listen to you guys and do my exercise in the morning.
I need to do that.
It's kind of obvious.
Yes. Body by doubles for 2025 must change.
That's the first thing must change. The carb.
Yes.
Carb. I just want to say thank you for the program, and I wish you guys the best for the new year, for the Christmas, for everything. Hope that management will see it fit to get you guys back on some other way, because this program is tremendous. To all of you, I want to say thank you, and God continue to bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty.
We all need to use that
part of the
mantra
program.
for
And when
next year,
Empress
guys.
used to come in the studio with me, when we had appointments, I used to bring Empress in.
Somebody didn't like somebody didn't like Empress. Who was it?
Empress didn't like people. As soon as they're stretching
No,
across
somebody
the-
didn't like dogs at all. I can't remember who it was. Was it?
It might have been Rhoda, because
No,
Empress
not
would have been
Rhoda.
coming when Rhoda was there.
Was it Chris or?
No, Rhoda likes dogs, man. Rhoda doesn't
No,
drive around with two
when I
big
say
dogs.
don't like, I mean afraid of.
Okay.
I don't
Rhoda
know.
does have two big dogs in the back of her Jeep.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Rhoda. It wasn't Rhoda.
You believe Empress passed 4 years ago last weekend?
Oh, Dr. Paul, you're going up for Diego Martin West?
What?
What DJ I see in here? You've been courted?
Oh, okay. Finbar, you're good, boy.
I have absolutely no interest in electoral politics in that way.
Because you are elected you're appointed as an independent senator. There's no election.
He's not
No,
elected, he's selected.
I wouldn't survive in a political party environment. I'm not built that way. I'm kind of like you now, Wendell.
True, right?
I told several political leaders, including the Prime Minister, that I remember the time he was on here in Keith, I met him registration form one for me.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I wouldn't survive, you just need some discipline.
I did ask
Prime Minister you for learn to hush your mouth.
You just need to listen and hush.
Learn to hush your mouth. When you say you need a discipline, you have potential. I said, okay.
I did ask the Prime Minister to be our final guest in the morning.
As well, but I wouldn't survive. I know I wouldn't survive.
Yeah. You asked the Prime Minister to be a guest? What did he say?
Yeah. He said he's unable to at that time. Yeah. So I said, okay.
I mean, he started getting up late?
I don't know. Yeah, where's Jem? Good morning, caller.
Good morning. This is Orlando calling.
Hey, Orlando. How you doing?
You guys hearing me?
Yes.
Listen, my daughter called me. I'm on my way to surgery now. I have a surgery this morning, but my daughter just called me and told me you guys are coming off air.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Why? I mean, you guys are my connection to Trinidad. I mean, I haven't listened for the last 2 days because I had some early morning procedures for the last week. But what's happening? I mean, I get all my news, my connection, because after you guys come off the air at 8, which is my 7, I literally don't really listen to the radio station again. I go on this podcast or whatever. But, my connection, Richard with the play, that's how I know about my plays. Wendell with his, his situation in St. James, Paul giving us the political side. Steve reminded me that I need to E-doubles. What's going on? What happened? I mean, is this something you can share or that you guys can't share? Is there something?
Oh, we did share it.
Coming on?
We did share it.
For number of days.
We did share it in terms of management has just simply made the decision that they want to not continue. Basically, that's it. There are alternative avenues being explored, and so we will keep listeners informed as that goes through its ventilating process, so to speak. But that's the sum total of it. That's the sum total of it. That management wishes to discontinue in this current format, I guess.
I understand. It was a top-down decision, which sometimes are very unpopular. But what are the replacements for people like me who live in the diaspora? I mean, I listened to you guys. I was in Canada 2 weeks ago. I listened. I was in Mexico. I listened. What's the alternative for people who have tuned in only in the morning because during the day one can only imagine one's schedule is extremely busy. Now I'm on my way to Florida Hospital. Sorry.
Hope all is well, though.
What's the alternative for people to do? It's a procedure I'm going to be doing. Bypass. That's no big deal. I do 100 of those. But the question is, what is the alternative for people like me who are Trinidadian by birth but live on the outside to be in contact? I get my news, I get my chit chats from you guys, I get my commentary. You guys invite very powerful people. Have some very balanced discussion. Sometimes Wendell goes a little bit heavy on the PNM side, but that's understandable. But what's going on? What's the alternative? Is there an alternative?
I want to tell you, the alternative will put you to sleep, so don't even bother. Because you will be driving to work and sleeping.
And
so
then crash.
Don't even bother with the alternative.
Wow.
We don't know what 2025 is going to bring. So just,
Yeah, but 2025 is minutes away.
It is.
Reality.
Yeah.
And
within 10 days, 11 days.
What the alternative is, or what the option is. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I will definitely write management, and say I'm disappointed. I don't think the show was not profitable. I don't think it's a question of profit. I don't think it's a question of the host. But the four of you guys were excellent. I don't think it's a question of the balanced commentary that you did. I don't think you all are biased in any way. You guys, Paul control here, Steve, everyone did their part and did well. So,
well, you could not have said that better, though.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I listened to you guys for years, my brother. I listened to you guys for years. My daughter, I introduced my daughter onto you all, and she's done a Trinidad and she listens also. So she just called me. She said, Dad, I said, what's going on? She said, emergency. What's the emergency? She said, listen, power is going. I said, you're going off air today. She said, yeah, they're going off air today. I had already planned next week. The kids are coming home. We're going to be listening in the morning, and all that sort of good stuff. Well, my brothers, I wish you all the best. I'm not sure what's your next journey that God will take you all on, but I can definitely tell you all that you all have made a lot of my days, a lot of my stressful mornings when I'm going on. I listen to you all and I get a laugh, when some of the folks call in with some of what they're saying and how you guys are responding. I say, you guys are much better than I do. I would tell people, shut up, I come off the line. I really pray that your next journey is one that gives you the opportunity to share the talent that God has given you all to really articulate, present in a very balanced way, and really make people days. I really pray for that, and I hope that is on air, that I can listen to it. And I wish you guys Godspeed and all the best. Okay, my brothers,
Thank you very much.
well. Happy holidays, or I would say Merry Christmas. God bless you all. God bless you all, and be safe. Take care now. I'm
All right. Have a great Christmas and good and successful
Thank you.
everybody.
Yeah.
All
For
right.
the morning, teacher Isaac teacher from Woodbrook Secondary School. And for the people who are asking about Gemma, wasn't it last week Gemma called us?
Yeah,
I
she
think
did.
She called the program last week and spoke with us briefly, But we did hear from Gemma recently. And we heard from Zena for the morning already, Marsha.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, I haven't.
But I think he called yesterday.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm going to Port of Spain in a while.
I see him from time to time.
From time to time.
I had a break from Port of Spain, When Port of Spain meet you,
gotta
I
make
don't know
sure
that
you have
man
time.
have a memory. Lord.
You got to make sure you have time.
Oh, of course, he have memory for incidents and things in the past. God, he does.
Yeah.
You had enough time when you meet up with Port of Spain.
Yeah.
And
We
people like
have to
Matt-
thank also all our guests that we have had, and we have had thousands of people on this show. I can literally say that. From small to big, to captains, to people struggling. We have also helped a lot of people with various issues that they may have personally or in their community. So to all our guests who came in, I came on this show when everybody went to I-95. So that would have been, I've been getting up at 3:30 every morning for over 20 years. It's going to take an adjustment. It is going to take an adjustment, and to all those that helped the morning show, we really have to thank folks like Alicia Jagasa and Alumnos Day San Juan, when we used to do Parang Christmas Eve and the Fridays leading up to Christmas, when we had the schools Parang bands coming in, which sounded absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Gemma bringing in food
on that Friday. And it was and to me that was what Christmas is all about. Gemma bringing food. We have Parang on one side, we have the staff around, we talking, we giggling, we laughing.
Gary Adge from Shafle Auto.
Gary bringing in a lot of bread and
all kind of gifts.
All made from my Gemma too.
And what's the lady from Central Trinidad name? What's the lady? Oh goodness, why is her name not coming to me? Miss Ramlal. Miss Ramlal. Yes, Miss Ramlal.
What happened to Miss Ramlal?
Miss Ramlal. She was also very generous to us.
Yeah. There are a lot of you listeners that were so kind to us, and with your words and your tokens and so on throughout the years.
I think the most memorable guest though was the guy who was it the smart guy? Was his name Smart? Richard, you remember?
Oh yeah.
Steve?
Yeah.
Cuss me out. I don't know what for. I can't remember what for. He cussed me out. Let's say security.
The man,
Get this man
you
out
literally had to take the man out of the
He said,
studio.
I like you and I like you, but not him.
Yeah. And we had George Umbala Joseph and Abu Bakr sit together.
Oh God. Yeah. And that's,
You know,
we had some colorful
Yes,
interviewees.
very colorful.
Yeah, we
that
did.
That one
Very
stood out.
Yeah, that one would always stand out.
And not only all of the parang that we used to have, for Christmas time, we did Christmas. I think on that morning show, did Christmas better than any morning show. So we had all of these children choirs.
Yeah, the school choirs coming in every Friday. That Alicia Jagasa used to organize for us.
Yeah,
And Tazia O'Connor used to, as a little boy, coming and singing parang. He went on to be Calypso Monarch, eh?
Yes.
Aaron Duncan, remember when Aaron Duncan first came?
Yeah, he used to come
As
in
a
and
child.
blue shorts and blue shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, we've met. Remember when we used to have the U.S. ambassador? I can't remember his name now. He used to be on all the time.
Dr. Austin.
Is Austin?
Yeah, we had Dr. Austin come into the studio a couple times. He was the U.S. ambassador here.
Yeah, both of you all whining. I remember there was a time in studio during a commercial break, and Dr. Job was in. You take a box, you throw it over Dr. Job's head. He just left it
the
there.
box over his head, and I filmed it.
and two of you all holding chairs up in the air and dancing.
That was when that Calypso came out. Take up something.
Take up
grab something. You remember?
What was the line? Boy, grab something and something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. Those were off-air moments. We had a lot of off-air moments as well. That was quite hilarious. So when we put back on the mic and you just hear us laughing, is because those two across there were doing some nonsense that just made you laugh.
Oh Lord. We
really had some good time, and of course we couldn't do it.
I didn't come here to laugh, I didn't come here. And then he would lead the laughter. And then he's the one that goes in on the back of that.
Yeah. But Dr. Job, he had his funny moments. Writing his song that I recorded. And but he had, he used to have a good laugh.
Remember when he ran from the fight in the back of the studio, Richard? In the back of the yard?
Yes. And I came out and I said, Dr. Job, you were an accessory. I said, you were an accessory. You contributed to the problem. You can be charged as an accessory to the incident because you stood up there and did nothing.
Nothing.
And he took that on seriously.
What?
I can't remember what happened. I can't remember what happened in the back.
Oh, I remember.
Linked on somebody. Was linked on somebody, not so?
I can't remember.
All we know is slap pass.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's been a good run.
Is this where you're going to cue the video and showing all kinds of montage shots and stuff of Power 102? Oh, you didn't prepare that, Paul?
I think Paul has it.
Oh, you didn't prepare a video like that? No. Or we weren't doing a kind of international kind of version of something like that? No, we weren't. Okay.
If I thought it was actually the end, I would, but and it's not April Fool's.
You always have a reply,
You always have a reply.
I'm paid to have a reply.
Yeah.
That's what I'm paid for.
Yeah, you should go into electoral politics rather than selected politics.
Aye. That is where we could see Paul's power.
Yeah, as should you.
That is where we will see Paul's power.
And you all have a great day. Be safe. Enjoy your Christmas and season, and all the best. Thank you all for your amazing support, and we wish you all the best for a safe, happy, holy Christmas and beyond.
Folks, have an absolutely Merry Christmas, prosperous New Year, and look out for the young ones. Remember to let go and let God.
Yeah. You know, to all of the hosts I've shared this platform with over the years, I just want to say thank you. I would have learned something from everybody. And to the current crop of colleagues, and hopefully this is not the end. I mean, I value all of your interactions. I mean, Paul, with even though it's important sometimes, you know, can monitor, take up a lot of the talk time, but he has so much knowledge in so many aspects.
Nobody come back in to take up more the talk time.
Yeah, take up more the talk time. But you know, but he brings a perspective and he brings a passion.
Maybe that's because I don't like that here.
Wendell, you also, of course, bring your own passion and honesty, your brutal honesty about your life. You know, to the platform, which is always refreshing because so many people are not brutally honest about their lives on this planet. Steve always there in the background, sometimes screwing up, sometimes getting up and we saying, yes, we're taking calls, and we say, wait, oh, Steve gone. But always dependable, and you're the one who gets those guests and takes on the burden of getting those guests and making sure that they were there. And of course, thanks to management for facilitating this for so many years. And thanks to all of the crew behind the scenes, all of the people in the newsroom and all of that, and all of the people in accounts and the rest, all of the friends that we have in the Radio Vision Network. And of course, above all, thanks to our listeners and viewers who have been with us on this journey. Hopefully it's not really an end, that we will be back. But at this point, it is an end, and it would not have been possible without you, all of our sponsors over the years, but above all our listeners, because you're the ones that make this interesting. I've always said when I started this, if I'm not enjoying this, I ain't getting up so early to get to
and you really enjoy
that I was not enjoying.
Yes.
So thank you to all our listeners, and then say thank you to my colleagues and at least the ending group, because there have been so many over the years. It's been a wonderful ride, a wonderful journey. It's sad, and hopefully it's not the end. It'll become something else, or be this, but in a different way. However, all of the talks that are taking place behind the scenes materializes. But
and there are talks happening behind, outside of this building, apparently.
Yeah.
Got a call last night. I said, whoa, okay.
So, thank you. And, you know, until we meet again, remember to smile and laugh.
Richard.
It's great
for
your health.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Yep. And you remember to smile and laugh. It's great for your health. Always remember that. No matter how dark and gloomy sometimes Trinidad can be, Trinidad is still a beautiful place. And I like to think that the majority of the people who occupy this space are good people and are not people of the hateful comments that you see sometimes that makes you say, wow. That I think the vast majority of us in this space want the best for Trinidad and Tobago in a coherent, logical manner. That makes this space a better place, not only for us, but for the people and generations coming behind it. I done talk. Remember to smile and laugh, and of course, above all, always support theatre.
I couldn't say anything else. Richard said it all for me. So, folks,
bye.
Have a good one.
We out.
It's Paul 102 signing off.
This is your news bulletin from Power 102 Digital.
It is 8:04 a.m. These are headlines making news to the hour. Government gives reasons why 2 NGC deals result in massive losses for the company. Former Congress of the People leader Prakash Ramada is back as interim leader of the party. 3 days after WMero MP Lisa Morris Julian and 2 of her children perished in a fire that gutted their Far Street home in Arima, foul play has been ruled out. Amazon is hit by a massive strike during the holiday season scramble, And the wealth of Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, the world's richest person, is heading for an unprecedented milestone at almost $500 billion. We'll have major news coming up at 12 noon.
Up to date and credible. Power 102 Digital. Digital.
Yeah, they're tune up.